Cincinnati's new marijuana ordinance may spark more questions than smoke-out answers.
David Witter joins us live from the Hamilton County Jail with some clarification. David, please help us understand this.
Yeah, a little bit confusing, Cammie. It'll be another 29 days before Cincinnati's new pot law goes into effect. But if you want to stay out of the jail, here are a few things you might want to consider. First of all, don't do anything for another 29 days. The ordinance goes into effect July 12th. Next, if you're going to use in private. The ordinance says you cannot use in public. And of course, don't possess more than 100 grams or a quarter pound. After that, things get a little smoky. What if you're pulled over in the city limits but by an Ohio highway patrolman? Ohio DPS says its officers charge under the Ohio Revised Code 292511C for possession of marijuana. In other words, you would face the standard state penalties for possession. If you're pulled over by a Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy, Sheriff Neal says, "My deputies will continue to serve Hamilton County by upholding their oath to enforce Ohio law." So again, you would face the standard state penalties for possession. The Hamilton County prosecutor says that he's declining comment until City Council votes on David Mann's proposed ordinance. Councilman Mann's proposed ordinance is still on the table. It would lower the threshold to just 28 grams and put an age restriction of 18 years old. Mann says he's not sure whether he'll continue pursuing his ordinance. And the patchwork nature of Cincinnati's city limits also creates confusion. For instance, I'm on Delhi Avenue right now, and I'm in Cincinnati. If I had marijuana in my car, which I don't, and I were caught, no problem. But now that I'm entering Delhi Township and I were caught, there would be a problem. That is, unless you keep going, and then you're back in Cincinnati and no penalties for having pot again. All this prompting nearby municipalities to post clarifications on Facebook. St. Bernard posts, "This does not apply to St. Bernard. We have our own ordinances and they are not changing." Delhi Township posts, "This is a City of Cincinnati ordinance and does not apply to Delhi Township."
Sometimes you might issue a citation.
Correct.
You would confiscate one way or the other.
Exactly. 100% of the time.
Which is spurring a lot of conversation at the Del Fair Barber Shop.
I believe in obeying the law, but I think it should be legal for the people that want to do it. But if it's illegal, it's against the law, you obey the law.
I know it fries people's brains, more so than I've seen that with people.
And then there's this guy. Half his house is in Cincinnati, half is in Delhi.
It shows that line runs through the middle of my house. So I can come down the steps from the bedroom and enter the living room, I'm in the city. I come into the dining room and into the kitchen, I'm in Delhi. I go into the backyard and I'm in Delhi.
Where do you live? Where does he live? So if you want to stay out of here, make sure you know where you are if you're going to use. David Winter, Local 12 News.
Yeah, thanks for helping us clear things up. And I really loved in your stand-up when you said, if I had marijuana in my car, which I don't. All right, we believe you. It's all good. Thank you, David.